Hi everyone. Okay, so I want to go over developmentally appropriate practices, schedules with you a little more in detail. I realize that one of my favorite resources to explain how to do schedules for young children was not included. And I apologize. So you're getting the chance to redo these two assignments. So anyway, I wanted just to kind of go over a couple of things. So I have added this resource right here, Schedule and Routines, updated resource. Actually, I'll put it under here, under the resources when I'm done with this. But I want to just kind of go over a couple of things about schedules. First of all, let's go and look at the information in your book on page 337. Criteria for an environment. So there are key elements in program structures, or program schedule, excuse me. So you want to make sure that, there's time for routines. Routines are washing hands, going to the toilet, eating, etc. And you want to make sure that there's transitions. You want to make sure that you alternate quiet and active play. And so that means you want to make sure you have a group time, and then children have learning centers or activity centers, whatever you may call it. You have opportunities for inside and outside play. According to North Carolina rules and regulations for child care centers, children are supposed to go outside every day, and weather permitting, twice a day. And also, a couple of things, you want to make sure children have the opportunity to work in small groups and large groups. And speaking of group time, a good rule of thumb is for preschool age children, they should not be in group time no more than 10 or 15 minutes. So 2-year-olds are maybe 5 minutes. My rule of thumb is always double the age of the child, and that tells you how long you'll have their interest as far as group time. So make sure you go through this information in your book, and also the other resources that are in this module. We didn't put the resources in there just to take up space. You need to look through those, read through those. There's several videos, etc. But the resource that I have added, and it's got updated resource, and actually I'm going to move it right here under resources at the top. But let's look at it with me, because this has got great information. So when you get here, you'll see that it's got lots of information. Elements of effective schedule. There's 6 elements: free choice time, outdoor time, large group activity, small group activity, transitions, and routines. So you want to go through and read this information. Large group activities, small group activities. Your small group activities are usually going to be when the children are in learning centers, activity centers, whatever you want to call it. But good information there. Transitions are when we get children from one activity to another, and we want to make sure we have what I call transition tricks. And then it talks about routines and how routines are important. But let's talk about just more in detail about the schedule itself. If you will look in this resource, there's a couple of videos that are great videos to give you more information. But here's what I want to zero in on. So you should provide at least 60 minutes of free choice time each day. So actually that should be free choice time, 60 minutes in the morning and the afternoon. So you want to make sure they have outside time. Here's what I was just saying. Keep large and small group time short. A total of 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes is best. Now that is for preschool age. Again, under age 3, it's going to be a lot shorter. So provide warning before transitions, like when you are going from one activity to another. You always want to tell children ahead of time, hey, this is, we're getting ready to change. And you've seen little transition tricks, 5-minute warning. A teacher will give a bell to signal to the children that they're getting ready to change. So it talks about using visual supports so children can know what to do, etc. Incorporate movement and music into daily routines and transitions. Fly like a bee to the door. So also just make sure, that children are getting, time to do small group, large group, outside, etc. So when, you look over at the sample schedules, you want to look for these elements in this resource and your book, etc. So one thing that I want you to do is, as far as this assignment right here, submit the daily schedule written. I want you to look at these schedules again. And it's not letting me pull up. But anyway, on this schedule, let's see, sorry about this. Well, I apologize. But anyway, the sample schedules have two schedules. Schedule 1 and Schedule 2. What you need to do is you need to look at Schedule 1 and you need to decide, okay, what's included and what's not included as far as the resources, the information in the resource. Now, for Schedule 1, I want you to list 5 items that could be included or not included. It can be a mixture of include and not include, but just I'm looking for 5 things that you found. Also, the same thing for Schedule 2. You're going to look for things that are included and not included, and you should come up with 5 items. Again, it can be a combination of what's included and not included. So take your time. I want you to, if you're not satisfied with your grade, you need to redo this assignment. Because this is important information. Now, also, I have graded this assignment, but again, you have the opportunity to resubmit. I have not graded the next assignment under here, so you need to go back and look and see what you submitted, and you may want to resubmit. So let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Thanks.